Yeah, look, absolutely. I think it's been traditionally quite difficult for an international investor to come into the Nordics, and in particular, I mean, each of the 4 countries has their own idiosyncrasies. But I think if you take Sweden as an example, I mean, I think over the past 5 years, it's been something like, on average, between 10 and 20% of foreign investment going into Sweden. So it's almost like a reverse of the UK, if you will. And the main reason for that is the very strong and large listed market in Sweden, and that makes up a very high proportion of the actual ownership of commercial real estate. And you don't have that in Denmark. In Denmark, there are only 2 listed companies, and in Finland and Norway, it's a very small, almost non-existent. So what you have is these Swedish property companies listed on the stock exchange that have been very large in terms of their acquisitions, and almost acting hawk-like in terms of with the preference share issues and bond issues and their capitalisation and ability to do more deals. On top of that, of course, in Sweden, you've got the pension funds that had allocations outside of Sweden in the 90s, perhaps, but had their wings clipped in the crisis in Sweden in the early 90s, and very much so now. You have property companies like Vasakronan, which is 10 billion, equally owned by the AP1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have Swedish pension funds that are quite used to owning and managing a property company, and that's meant that you've got a very domiciled amount of capital focused on the real estate sector.